Yo, what's up? Bob here. Welcome to the Bob Bradley YouTube channel. Today I'd like to talk to you guys about something I've been working on for quite some time. You see, a while ago I decided that I wanted to improve the selection of blues albums in my record collection. And I immediately went out and bought this Muddy Waters Folk Singer. This is the Analog Productions version of the record. It's cut at 33 RPM. Has a tip-on jacket, 180 gram vinyl, and is cut from the original master tapes. It was $40. You can get a 45 cut version for around $60. That said, as soon as I bought this record, I realized that if I wanted all of the titles that I was looking for, it was going to cost me a lot of money. Fast forward a few months later, me and Jeffrey Lee Puckett were out looking for records. And Jeffrey Lee pulls this one out of the crates. Howlin Wolf Rocking Chair. You might have seen me show this on the channel. I've talked about it quite a bit. Jeffrey Lee said, "You need this record, Bob." I said, "Why is that?" He said, "Because it is $20, it's near mint, and it is on the original Chess Masters." Now, if you don't know, the original Chess Masters series of records came out in the 80s, and they are oftentimes mastered from the original master tapes by legendary mastering engineer Steve Hoffman. Now, I know what you're thinking. A lot of 80s vinyl is not great. That said, these records are oftentimes flat, incredibly quiet, and sound amazing. If you want to hear tunes like Spoonful and Going Down with an audiophile treatment, this is a great place to start. I didn't pay a lot of money for this, and it's a near perfect record. Here, we have some problems with original blues records, major problems, and those basically three issues are: they're hard to find, they're expensive, and when you do find them, they're oftentimes destroyed, totally smoked. These are out there. They're available. They range anywhere from $5 to about $50, depending on the popularity of the artist. I have a stack of them here. I'm going to talk about them a little bit. All right, let's get started. I paid around $5 for this record. Harmonica Virtuoso Little Walter. This is the best of. Check out this cover. Beautiful photograph. Little Walter on the front with his harp. A bit of a Mississippi saxophone, if you will. And I know what you're thinking. I don't know many Little Walter tunes. You know more than you think you do. There's a bunch of awesome songs in here. The quality is outstanding. $5. $7. Sonny Boy Williamson sings, the Down and Out Blues. Just look at this cover. The condition. It's incredible. If you find this record, easily a $100 record, and definitely looks like it has been frisbeed across a parking lot. And this is just in pristine condition. Beautiful. $7. An iconic title. Muddy Waters at Newport, 1960. He plays I Got My Mojo Working, which we all know from B.B. King singing the song for literally 50 years. But you got Muddy, he's here on the front. He's got this old kind of jazz guitar. A little bit of a pickup here, you can see it. This is an excellent sounding record. I've seen smoked, I mean terrible condition records for $50 all the way up to $150. This is beautiful. It sounds incredible. This is primarily acoustic blues. You know, we're getting back to the source here. I know a lot of us got into this through possibly guys like Stevie Ray. You know, he's up there in a pair of high heel boots with a bunch of scarves around his neck, and he's playing the shit out of the guitar. But this is a different thing. This is more song based, less guitar soloing, and more about the lyric, more about the vibe, more about
getting straight to the bone, if you know what I mean.
so Muddy Waters at Newport, pay $10 for that. Now, for whatever reason, all these guys like to call their record Real Folk Blues. This is more real folk blues from Muddy Waters. Beautiful condition. Look at this. Electric. Got that old red telly. Rosewood fretboard. Beautiful record. Beautiful. Muddy Waters sings Big Bill Bronzy. Brunzy? Who knows? Incredible cover, stunning condition, gold label promo. I've got a bunch of those for some reason. Here's another iconic one. The Real Folk Blues again, but this time John Lee Hooker's Real Folk Blues. Now, one thing I will say for John Lee is, like these other guys, they're covering Willie Dixon a lot. You know, it is in the blues tradition to play each other's songs. It's just the way it is. Now, John Lee, not so much. He's doing a lot of writing. And there's a lot of it on here, like One Bourbon, One Scotch, and One Beer. Opens up with I'm in the Mood. Yeah, killer record. The cover of this record is just absolutely incredible. Like on the Blue Note level, this is one of the most amazing covers on the Chess label. Here's an interesting one. John Lee Hooker, House of Blues. This is what it looks like, guys. This is what the blues looks like. Now, this one says tape already at the top. Whoever owned this, they were dubbing all of their records to tape. And they probably never played it after that. So, as you can imagine, it's in very good condition. It sounds incredible. Now, I will say, you do see these Bo Diddley records around sometimes, and there's been many reissues of them, so whatever. But I found that these original Master Series Bo Diddley records sound incredible. Now, Bo Diddley, he's got his own song called Bo Diddley, and it is responsible for the Bo Diddley beat. And you hear that employed throughout all of music. Bo Diddley is one of the most important and iconic characters in all of music. And just look at this guy. Incredible looking gentleman. Incredible looking. Incredible looking. I mean, just got the scratch on the front. Just badass. Badass. Just look at these things. Promo. Yeah. Just absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, this has Bo Diddley on it. I'm a Man. This is killer stuff right here. I was looking and looking and looking for this. And I mean, it took a while to find it. I was on the road and I asked the gentleman in the shop, I said, do you have Howlin Wolf's Moaning in the Moonlight? And he said,
No, we don't have that one.
And I walked right over to the Howlin Wolf section and bam, pulled it right out. Howlin Wolf's Moaning in the Moonlight, iconic cover. Listen. You gotta have this. This is the other Howlin Wolf record that you have to have. You have to have Rockin' Chair, and you have to have Moanin' in the Moonlight. It's very important. Most notably, Smokestack Lightning is on here. Super killer. This is a great sounding pressing on the record. Steve Hoffman on the back, from the tapes. Flat, quiet, beautiful. You need this. Howlin Wolf possibly the greatest blues singer, excellent harmonica player, Hubert Sumlin on guitar. I mean, this is killer stuff. Last but not least, Etta James, At Last. The original Chess Masters series of records has a lot of Etta James. And this is an easy way to get an incredibly clean version of At Last. Etta James, voice raspy yet beautiful, almost on the verge of distorting at all times. Just absolutely phenomenal. I like the original cover a little better than this one, but this one is nice. I was looking for an OG, incredibly expensive, never in good condition. At Last, of course, played at every wedding, every major event. You're going to hear it. The B-side of this opens with, I Just Want to Make Love to You. At Last is next. It's killer. If you see this pressing, you should buy this right away. As a matter of fact, if you see it in a store, pick it up with a quickness. If you're interested in understanding the blues, getting to the source of the blues, understanding that the blues is not just one big guitar solo over the same old progression. Get these original blues titles. Get them on the original Chess Masters. You will not be sorry. These records are going up in price because people are finding out about this. Mike from the In Groove recently did a shootout of, I believe, folk singer, right? And he put the Chess Master series way up high on that list because they sound great. Other people have talked about these records, and I'm telling you right now, go out and find some of them. They're not expensive at this time, and you can hear these classic blues records in all of their glory. Now, if you see an original OG that's very clean, definitely buy it because it's super rare to find one that is very clean. So please like, subscribe, tell a friend, leave some comments down below, and until we meet again, that's right, folks, pop out.